Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Monster Monkey. And today, as you can see on the screen, we are doing a review of the Marvel Legends The Maestro. This is the first release of the Maestro. I believe this was part of the Fing Fang Foom Build-A-Figure set of the entire the Incredible Hulk releases. I believe. I could be mistaken. I know they've released a ton of freaking Incredible Hulks for the Fing Fang Foom Build-A-Figure set. So I believe this was done by Toybiz before Hasbro took over Marvel Legends. So pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited about this figure. It's got quite a bit of good details. I like this figure more than I did the re-release of the Maestro. The re-release just felt like another release of the same figure, just with a beard and long hair. They didn't really add much other details. I'll be showing off that figure with this one, doing kind of comparisons later on in the video. But let's go ahead and get into the review of the Maestro first release. Let's see. It says 2006 Toy Biz on the foot. I was able to pick this guy up out of the box off of eBay. So he didn't come with any of his accessories, sadly. I believe he came with a crown. I can't remember what else he came with, but not important. A lot of my figures don't have the accessories. Don't really care for the accessories. We just care for the figure themselves. First thing while looking at it that I like is that they added the old spots, like the wart looking things on him, making him look like he's aged quite a bit, which is really awesome. Showing that the Hulk's been around for a long time. Really awesome. Also the pants stuff setup is really cool. He's also got shoes on, which is really awesome, showing that he's kind of the smarter-esque Hulk, aka the Devil Hulk, that we learned from the Immortal Hulk series. Really awesome. He's got quite a bit of articulation. So we'll go ahead and jump into the articulation check for this figure. Head-wise, you can look up about that far. He looks down about that far. He's on, of course, on that ball joint. There is a little bit of neck movement there, as you can see. I believe he's supposed to be able to move his neck quite a bit, but I can't get it moving quite a bit. He does have the butterfly muscle movement there, which is really cool. A lot of times they don't add those muscles anymore. That articulation, they've more switched to kind of the butterfly effect, the downwards or backwards muscles there. The shoulders, of course, got pretty good joint movement. You can raise his arm up about that high. Of course, on that joint there, we've got the bicep rotation. We've got the single jointed elbow, which is perfectly fine. We've got the joint in the hand, articulation there. There's no articulation in the thumb, but they do have the articulation in the fingers. Sadly, they only have the articulation through the fingers, the one joint instead of all the joints that they did with some of the figures, which is really cool. And then ab-wise, they don't have any true ab crunch where that's cut off, but he does have a bit of ab crunch in the hip joint that they made the way they rotate, which is really cool. I really enjoy that they made it rotate above the hips instead of it being down here where the plastic or the rubbery stuff would add some restriction. So that's a really good detail there. Leg wise, again, there is a little bit of restriction. You could try to manipulate this up so that you can get him into a more of a splits if you wish to do that. And of course, he's got the full leg rotation on that ball joint there. He's got the double jointed knees, which is actually pretty surprising for such an old figure to be double jointed knees. But that's really awesome that they have the double jointed knees. The pants look really good. You do have the normal joint in the foot. And then you do have the toe joint, which they've kind of got away with in the newer figures of the Incredible Hulk, is the toe joints, due to the fact that he never really has shoes on anymore. And then it does have the ankle pivot. No pegs on the bottom of the feet. But overall, this figure, I think, for the Maestro is really awesome. I really enjoy the Maestro. I enjoy his series, his comic series, everything about the Maestro. The color schemes and everything on this figure is just so good. The shading in the pants, The elbow pad things, really, really awesome. They added the little attachments to the figure, the coloring of the Hulk figure himself, the colors in the beard and up into the hair. The eyebrows are a little funky. I'm not too sure why they make the eyebrows push out too far. Maybe kind of a throwback to kind of the way that the Hulk was drawn, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. But again, overall, the figure is a pretty great figure. I would highly recommend trying to get your hands on one if you're a huge Maestro fan. Here is the Maestro in, what are these, Mini-Mate figure. And then the new Maestro figure stands a bit taller than the old one. But again, you could tell one had a lot more detail put in it. They weren't really just trying to push out figures. Again, they just re-skin this. We've got, you can see the 88-year Hulk there. That's kind of like the same build, different pants color, but practically the same. Different shading and whatnot, but practically the same figure, where this guy's kind of got a lot of uniqueness to him. Not a lot of figures at the time were looking like this. Of course, they added a few details that are similar to others, but not like they do now with the newer figures. So older figures are the way to go, honestly, because they actually put time and effort into these figures instead of just mass production like the newer figures they do. But I'm grateful for both. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the review of the old Maestro from the Fing Fang Foom Build-A-Figure set. I believe it was the Fing Fang Foom Build-A-Figure set. Hopefully it is. Hopefully I don't sound freaking retarded saying that. But we hope you enjoyed. If you guys did, hit that like button. Helps us out a ton. Also, we are almost at 700 subscribers. We're literally one subscriber away. So let's try to get to 700. So whoever wants to be my 700th subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Helps me out greatly. Also, go check out my shorts on TikTok. I also try to put them on YouTube, but sometimes they don't get on YouTube due to restrictions. But definitely go check out my TikTok. Also, check out nerdsforever.com. Great place to pick up any of your nerdy needs. Also, down in the description below, you got a 10% discount on anything you get from nerdsforever.com by using the promo code, all capitalized, monkey. But yeah, we will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.